Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome CSL to this beautiful day in the neighborhood out here again. Here we are on our summertime services, putting some positive vibrations in the air, right? Woohoo. A couple announcements. This Wednesday evening, I will record book shorts. I think I am going to read out Joel Goldsmith's book, The Infinite Way. So tune into that. I will send that on your email. I'll record that and send that on your email. Also, you can look that up on our YouTube channel under Center for Spiritual Life Delta. We are recording this service. Everybody say hey. Hey. There you go. We're recording this service and we will be sending the link to that out on the email as well. And again, you can find all of our services and lots of music and some prayers on our YouTube channel. So look that up. Let's see what else. We have a COVID guideline paper back where Donna is behind the sign. If you would like to know our guidelines that we're following for these services during the summer, we have them all written out, and you can get a piece of paper back there telling how we're doing it. We're doing outside services, rain or shine. So far we've had no rain, but we would love some rain, right?
Just not on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe at noon or something, I don't know. But anyway, we will do those, so please take care of yourself. We have some water over here if you would like. Also bring your own water bottles, your umbrellas, whatever it takes. This tree has been absolutely lovely for us. Look, it's like covering everybody, so thank you, tree, for that. Also, we have a handout. If you didn't get one, Donna, I'm sure she's on top of it. She probably made sure everybody has one, yes. So these have our vision and mission on them so you can read along. It also has all of the affirmations that we will be saying together for the month of August on the other side. So you're going to need the paper so you can follow along. What else is it? Okay. So I would just like to take just a moment right now for all of us to give some thought to creating a personal intention for our time together this morning. And it just doesn't have to be long, just a couple of words, but to get yourself integrated into what we're doing, into this collective energy that we're creating here today. Just like I intend for this collective experience that we're creating this morning, this experience that we call church here, I intend for blank for me. Can you fill in that blank? I intend for this for myself this morning. And also create an intention for your loved ones this morning. And then create an intention for the world this morning. And as we go through the message this morning and the songs and the prayers, know that those intentions go before you and they'll come into fruition throughout your life, okay? So right now, I just invite you to breathe with me, a mindful breath, and allow our vision and mission, which is on the paper, to be a blessing that we call forth into the world, all spoken in unison with our intention of recognizing our spiritual unity with all this morning. So let us speak our vision and mission. This center offers a path for awakening to the realization of oneness. Open hearts, inspired life, empowered love. Our spiritual community welcomes all people to embrace oneness as the truth of our being. And together we see a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission? We recognize and realize the omnipresence
of divine love as the truth of all.
I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will listen, Holy Spirit, I will listen. I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will listen, Holy Spirit, I will listen. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will listen, Holy Spirit, I will listen. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place.
And in this quiet place, please join me in the stillness of your heart as I breathe this all-knowing breath and feel this all-knowing presence. This presence that is the essence of each and every one. Where I know that there is only one life, the life of God, whole, perfect, complete, in and through and as throughout, everywhere. This life is the power, the allness, the creativity of all that is. And I am totally present as the life of God expresses uniquely as me, as each one of us here today, for we are the unique expressions and form of that one. Every activity, every word is simply the presence of God in action. And unified in this oneness, this truth for each and every one of us, I simply allow this activity, this movement of God to express as this beautiful day, this beautiful community, and this beautiful world. Today, I step into the day reflecting the love within, that it goes to all as we enter this day joyously. And as this is true for me, I accept this as the truth for each and every one here today. Divine gifts of intelligence and wisdom enable each of us to carry out all the fulfilling activities in our life. And we are effortlessly blessed, not only ourselves, but for each and every one who we touch today and every day, and everything necessary for a full and complete life of abundance, of unboundless joy and fulfillment is ours now. For the divine life is our life right now. And I turn my attention to the prayer chests, the desires of your heart. I accept and declare that the all-knowing presence is guiding each request to the highest and best outcome. That each request moves forward and is guided to its highest, its best, with renewed health, love, vitality, abundance, and clarity that the one life is expressing as the individual life, and healing is revealed. I bless the service, knowing that each one is participating to the benefit and blessings of all. We're blessed by the music, the hospitality, the teachings, and the presence of everyone. And the magnificence of God shines from each and every face. And for this truth, I give thanks for this breath of God that is living as our life right now. So I just relax, knowing that this is already the truth of our being as we join together and declare, and so it is.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul.
I'd like to call your attention to the prayer chest that's just on the other side of the sign out here under this beautiful tree. And if there is something in your life that you feel that Spirit is just not, you're just not feeling that Spirit and that unbounded spiritual opportunity, please put your situation, put yourself on the prayer list, and we'll be doing affirmative prayer this week on your behalf. My quotes for today. All there is to the Christ mind is the mind of an individual who does not have two powers, who does not sit in judgment or condemnation of any person or thing. All is God expressing itself as individual consciousness and form. Joel Goldsmith. And from Ernest Holmes, thought should tend more and more toward an affirmative attitude of mind that is positive, stable, and above all else, toward a real unity with Spirit that is already complete and perfect.
Thank you, Lou. Okay, this is really fun. People are like kicked back, and it's summertime. Carol, how you doing? Yeah. So that's perfect because our August focus is life in the slow lane. So here we are, just enjoying, right? It's a beautiful day. Nathan Williams wrote The Kinfolk Home. He has a quote in there. It says, "Slow living isn't about determining how little we can live with. It's about working out what we simply can't live without." I really like that. For me, this quote reminds me that living slowly is about fine-tuning what I desire for a balanced, harmonious life. Fine-tuning by recognizing what I don't desire, which is the great example that the physical world shows us. So it's like after my great aha moment that I talked about, one of my great aha moments about peace of mind being my overall one desire, I was then inspired to let go of the things that block my peace, okay? I simply can't live without peace of mind, so anything unlike it must be transformed, must be transcended, allowed to fall away from my attention so I can more fully bring peace into my experience. So today we'll share a path for letting go of negative, limiting thoughts and beliefs. Is anyone interested in that?
Yes.
All right, me too. So here we go. So this path to knowing your simple and most essential desires in life requires developing a new relationship with ourselves. It's a simple path, but it's not easy. But this path has immediate results, which I love. It's actually a pay-as-you-go path. Your journey is your reward. This path is not anything new. It's actually very ancient. And using the acronym SLOW this month, we are on the letter O. And this week, the transformative word is oneness, which is, I think, my favorite thing in spirituality. So I love talking about oneness, and today is the day. Oneness is the path that we're going to speak about today. There's many things to know about Spirit or God, but I think the most all-encompassing thing to understand is oneness. Oneness is the basis for all other principles of the divine, the law of one. This principle is the daddy of them all. When we gain an experiential understanding of oneness, all the bullshit of two-ness falls away like magic, okay? It simply cannot exist in your new understanding. We begin to relate to ourselves and everything within us, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as one with the divine I am energy. The beauty of oneness or God is that in whatever degree that we are able to embody this idea of only one God, in that degree are we released from the false ideas of separation, which include disease, lack of anything, and limited ideas of ourselves. So that's what I mean as a pay-as-you-go. In every circumstance, you are emanating a vibrational frequency in relation to your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs and emotions about yourselves and others and the world. And because like attracts like in this universe, you will gain entrance to the realm of ideas in the frequency that you are choosing to reside. Oneness would equal the frequency of the divine, the energetic vibration in which the whole, the one, resides in full, everywhere present at all times. Omnipresence. The energetic vibration in which all of the information of the invisible and the visible is known completely at all times. Omniscience. And the only energetic vibration in which all things seen and unseen are birthed from. Therefore, all things are made in the image and likeness of this one power, and all things are subject to its governance. That is omnipotence. We can't trick the system. I know we try all the time, and we want a shortcut, and we want the fast track and all of that, but you can't trick the system. You may not enter the kingdom of God or heaven or that realm of divine unless you have brought yourself to that oneness vibrational frequency. Bringing ourselves into the realization of God presence as the truth is really our human responsibility. Entering this realm takes study. It takes practice. It takes persistence and faith. Learning to live life from the idea of oneness is life-changing in the best way. There is a reward around every corner. Focus your attention on one life living. Right now, one life living. It's living in you, it's living in me, it's living in all. We call it God. You focus your attention there in the harmony that it reveals, the harmony that oneness reveals. Soon that one life will show itself as harmony in your life and in my life, because we choose to see it that way.
Sacred love is all that I am. I am sacred love. Sacred love is all that I am. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place. Such a holy place. I am blessed peace. Blessed peace is all that I am. I am blessed peace. Blessed peace is all that I am. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way, God, lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place, such a holy place. I am deepest joy, deepest joy is all that I am. I am deepest joy, deepest joy is all that I am. Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a state of grace. Lead the way. I want to live in such a holy place, such a holy place. I am sacred love, sacred love is all that I am.
It's always okay to clap and dance and laugh and sing and have fun, because it is church after all, right? Okay, what is oneness? This is by Roger Gabriel. Imagine that you're the whole universe. You live in total joy and bliss. Imagine there is no past or future, only now. Imagine there is no space or time, just an unbounded eternity. Imagine endless peace, harmony, and unconditional love. Imagine no fear and equality in all things. This is oneness. He says, unfortunately, we can never imagine it fully. To understand or experience anything, we need to compare it to something else, which immediately brings us into duality. Oneness, by definition, is incomparable. So is it ever possible to know oneness? He says yes, but only by direct experience. When we go beyond the mind, intellect, and ego, then we can directly experience. Oneness is the coming together of all opposites. It's always with us as the basis and underlying essence of everything. It's nothing in itself, but holds the potential for everything. We have to go beyond the senses, beyond duality, to find oneness. We've all had random, unexpected glimpses of oneness. Perhaps you were watching a beautiful sunset and had that moment when you felt like you were merged with the whole of creation. Or you saw your newborn child for the first time and fell in love with the whole world. This is oneness. We became one with the totality of the experience. When we return from the moment of oneness, we find it impossible to properly express it. It just was. There are no words to describe oneness. We can also have direct experience of oneness through meditation, which provides a systematic path by which our awareness settles to quieter levels of thinking until we finally transcend thought completely. All duality is in the realm of thoughts. When we slip into the spaces between our thoughts, we become oneness. Oneness isn't just experiencing something, it's a state of being. Deepak Chopra has told us that every single thing is an aspect of one field of consciousness. Chopra has also said the whole never loses contact with its parts. They are never lost or forgotten. Hallelujah. Right? Modern quantum physics talks about a unified field which underlies and connects everything in creation. Who we are is pure consciousness or oneness, expressing itself in different forms at different times in our evolution. Pure consciousness, which is eternal and timeless, is the oneness. We are the separation or the duality. John Lennon simplified oneness. He said, I am he, as you are me, and we are all together. Remember that? Author Damian Mark Smith says, we're one. We've always been one. We'll always be one until we think we are not. And herein lies our challenge. We are one, but we think we're separate. We have forgotten our oneness. As a result of forgetting, we create an illusory world of duality, which leads to suffering. All disagreements, conflicts, and wars are due to the mistaken belief that we're separate. When we realize we are one, who and what is there to fight against? On a cosmic level, two people fighting is as ridiculous as if your hands decided they didn't like each other and started fighting. He ends by saying, are we then doomed to a life of separation where oneness always remains an elusive dream? Not necessarily. Here are a few suggestions to take you in the right direction. Community. Being part of a harmonious community helps to foster the principles of oneness. Community supports us on our own journey and allows us the opportunity to serve others. Community helps us open up to new and different ideas, to begin to dissolve our barriers and limiting beliefs. Community can connect us with a sense of oneness. Boy, I sure feel that here. Thank God for this community. Thank you, everyone, for creating this community. Yes. Yeah. Next, meditation. We hear that word a lot. Meditation can give us a direct exposure to the oneness deep within. When we transcend thought, we enter a field of pure awareness. This opens the door to higher states of consciousness and the full reintegration of oneness in our lives. Conscious actions. Begin to be more conscious of everything in your life. Be conscious of your thoughts, emotions, and how you react to situations and people in your life. Try to be conscious of your choices. Being conscious of how your actions affect your life and those around you can help to create a sense of belonging, a sense of being part of something greater than just your own ideas. Love. Love is the greatest, most powerful unifying force in creation. When we are in love, we become one with the object of our love. Ram Dass said, oneness is the source of love. Real love is the one celebrating itself as two. Isn't that lovely? In the Vedanta, it says, the ignorant man, the man engrossed only in duality, desires material things. The intelligent man would be the seeker on the path, desires enlightenment. But the wise man, the knower of oneness, just loves and receives everything. Feels good, doesn't it? He says, see your own oneness. Ooh, I like this one. When you stand in front of a mirror, pause for a moment and look directly into your eyes. Say silently or aloud, I am the universe. Or, I am the totality. This is your soul reflecting back into itself and reminding itself of its oneness. Practice this at least once a day or whenever you catch a reflection in a mirror. See the oneness in everything. The Bhagavad Bhagavad Gita, if you can see God in everyone, you can never do harm to anyone. Wherever you go, whatever you experience through your senses, keep reminding yourself that it is all part of the same oneness. Begin to recognize the world as a reflection of yourself. Namaste. The Indian blessing Namaste is accompanied by bringing the palms together in front of the heart center. When meeting or taking leave of someone, it means I recognize the divinity in you, which is also the divinity in me. In other words, we are the same oneness. If it's not comfortable for you to say aloud, think it silently every time you meet someone. Or we could simply practice by singing it right now. Here we go.
God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful, all is well. All is beautiful, all is well. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful, all is well. All is beautiful, all is well. One more time, we get to practice. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful, all is well. All is beautiful, all is well.
So I'd like to share a little bit by this man named Matteo Sol. He wrote, "What is spiritual oneness?" And he likes to call that wholeness. I believe you can directly experience oneness and wholeness. I'm not pushing a dogma or intellectual doctrine here. Oneness and wholeness can be felt by anyone. There's no secret or elite club here. No matter what age, gender, race, background, intellect, or level of spiritual development you have, oneness and wholeness is your birthright. In other words, not only do you have the right to experience it, but it is an integral part of your destiny as a spiritual seeker. Oneness is an experience that transcends the mind. When we experience oneness, we feel a connection with everything in existence on every level. We feel at one with all things. Wholeness, which is a word I use interchangeably with oneness, is the feeling of fullness, vastness, and completion. It is the experience of embodying our true nature, the self that exists beyond our scrawny and limited personalities, also called our egos. Put simply, the reason why it is so difficult and rare for us to experience oneness and wholeness is that our minds just won't let us. Anybody have that issue in meditation? Right? While our minds help us to plan, imagine, create, structure, and logically understand life, they also simultaneously fragment existence. When life is broken down into thoughts, concepts, ideas, and beliefs, we cannot directly experience the oneness of everything. Instead, we perceive life through a broken lens, Until we can take off those cracked glasses, we will continue to see ourselves as isolated and separate little entities who see the world in black and white. The problem is that most of us have forgotten that we are wearing those cracked glasses. We live most of our lives believing that we are our thoughts and limited mental identities. We're kind of like fish who have forgotten what the concept of water is. The only reality we have been conditioned to live in is the one dominated by the mind. We forget that we're so much more than our thoughts and mental stories. We lose touch with our natural and our nature. Contrary to popular belief, oneness and wholeness are not special experiences. They are actually the most natural and normal states of being possible. But from the perspective of the mind, they seem truly novel and exciting because they're such a rarity. Because our minds dominate so much of our lives, we also tend to feel internally fragmented. The nature of the mind is to seek understanding and safety. And in order to understand life and be safe, we must see some things as good and some things as bad. Splitting life into good and bad and right and wrong is a very normal process because it helps us in the survival mode. If we didn't have the capacity to split life into opposites, we wouldn't be able to understand that stepping in front of oncoming traffic is fatal or bad, and letting our children play with knives is dangerous or bad. But at the same time, splitting life into polarities also creates tremendous suffering in us. Why? Because we grow up learning that some parts of us are good while other parts of us are bad. We then attach to the good parts of ourselves and repress or deny the bad parts of ourselves. What happens when we start to perceive ourselves in a fragmented way? The answer is that we feel flawed or lacking, not good enough, and incomplete. We start to feel insecure, anxious, lonely, depressed, and in some extreme cases, suicidal. Our essence has been diluted. We feel fake and inauthentic. Emptiness sometimes haunts us. We greatly crave to love and embrace ourselves, but how can we fully accept who we are when we hate some parts of ourselves and love other parts? This is why integration is so important. Integration is the opposite of fragmentation. When we integrate, we unite different parts of ourselves, which may have been missing for years or decades. When we seek integration, we're seeking oneness and wholeness. He says, in my experience, the point of our existence as humans is about embracing both humanity and divinity. Not just focusing on the love and light aspects of spirituality, which may bypass anything too raw or real. The spiritual journey is not just about ascending. We also need to descend. We need to dive deep into the dark waters of our minds and do some real soul searching. We need to get comfortable with the blood and dirt and grit of being human. To avoid our wild side is to avoid, deny, and disown a major and essential aspect of us, our divine and messy humanity. It is messy sometimes, isn't it? He says there is no instant bliss pill for experiencing oneness and wholeness. Dang! Right? Countless people have spent their entire lives trying to catch even a glimpse of this sacred experience. Albert Einstein said, a human being is part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. We experience ourselves, our thoughts and feelings as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for just a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from the prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. We shall require a substantially new manner of thinking if humanity is to survive. That was Albert Einstein. That's pretty deep. Lao Tzu said, "How can the divine oneness be seen? In beautiful forms, breathtaking wonders, awe-inspiring miracles? The Tao is not obliged to present itself in this way. If you are willing to be lived by it, you will see it everywhere, even in the most ordinary things." And this last quote is by, I won't get this name right, but that's okay, Shah Ne Matola from The Drunken Universe. I like that. It says, "How wonderful that a single essence should refract itself like light, a single source, into a million essences and hues."
And Vietnamese Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh calls our oneness interbeing, that we each inter-are with each other. And these next words are his way of explaining that. I look into the flower, I see a cloud. I look into the flower, I see the rain. I look into the flower, I see the sunshine, the gardener, the moonrise, the earth. I look into the flower, I see great oceans. I look into the flower, the whole cosmos. I look into the flower, all of creation, and I see myself. Yes, I see myself. I look into the flower, I see a cloud. I look into the flower, I see the rain. I look into the flower, I see the sunshine, the gardener, the moonrise, the earth. I look into the flower, I see great oceans. I look into the flower, the whole cosmos. I look into the flower, all of creation, and I see myself. Yes, I see myself. Finally, I see myself.
Thank you. How you guys feeling? All right. That's okay. I'm gonna ask again. How you feeling?
Oneness.
Oneness. There you go. And that can be still, because we're going to go right now into a contemplation and a meditation, okay? So I ask you to just relax into your seat. I'm going to finish this up with a oneness meditation for you. So just relax right now the best you can. Close your eyes if you choose to lessen the distractions around you. But don't resist those distractions. Just allow whatever is going on around you to gently drift on by without attaching to it, okay? We can even thank it for the opportunity to practice even deeper. So feel the ground beneath your feet right now. Feel the air upon your skin. Feel the sun shining down. But most of all, feel the aliveness in your body. Can you sense aliveness within you right now? At the very center point of me, that invisible place within my being that vibrates with life energy, it is there that I recognize the one source, that one source maintaining and sustaining me. From within this deep silence, beyond all of my thoughts, in the space between my thoughts, that's where I sense my aliveness, an energy vibration, the essence and background in which all people and all things have their being. This pure potential is the wholeness, it is the oneness, it is the completeness, the origination of all things seen and unseen. Omnipresence. This divine love is everywhere present at all times. There is no spot where God is not. Omnipresence. That means that it is present within me right now. And it is present within you at this very moment. Alive, and the presence of all people and all things. Omniscience. This divine intelligence is all-knowing. It is all knowledge. It is all information, and it is within me right now. And it is within you right now, within all people and all things and all events and situations at this very moment. Omnipotence. This divine wisdom is the only power there is, infinite and eternal in its being. I am an individual center of the one mind. I am a state of consciousness in the one mind, in the mind of God. God or spirit is the only presence in the universe. This energy of pure love is in me. It is through me and around all creation as its life force and sustaining power. I rest for just a moment in this knowing. I allow this incredible feeling of connection and well-being to expand and to permeate my physical body and my invisible being. I can visualize this energy as light, spreading its warmth, its wisdom, its intelligence in and through every space in my being, every space. This light of wholeness penetrates my body and seeps into every nook and cranny, revealing wholeness as my natural state of being, even right now. I can easily see this light saturating and overtaking everything in my awareness, revealing the wholeness inherent in all people and all things. It is this one
That is the great golden thread of all humanity. It is the great secret of the ages. If we are all one in our source, we are all one with each other. And competition, envy, jealousy, hatred, confusion, chaos, and fear are all only reflections of what the human collective mind of the world is thinking. These are ideas born out of a belief in separation from our source. But I claim right now that there is no other to hate or fear, only oneness, in harmony with itself as you and as me. In this idea of oneness, I claim perfect wholeness, perfect intelligence, perfect wisdom, perfect clarity, infinite abundance, and divine right action for all people everywhere. And this truth is our divine birthright as children or emanations of the one whole who dwells in the highest vibration we call the kingdom of heaven. And as I continue to expand my thoughts beyond goodness to just isness, I too dwell in this kingdom, and it's the Father's good pleasure to give me all the riches that the kingdom holds. When my vibration allows me to enter, the kingdom is mine. And I now unlock these treasures of harmony, joy, abundance, and right living for myself and for all of humanity. I celebrate oneness, knowing in this consciousness all things are possible. And I smile in gratitude for knowing this loving presence is ever with me. In all my humanness, in all my fears, all my doubts, mistakes, messy relationships, and rash judgments, the oneness never loses track of me. It is my truth, and it is your truth. All of my humanness is this divine I am energy, propelling me to know my divinity at the next level. I call forth this divinity in all people and events and situations right now by accepting the divine in action as you, as me. Together we are the divine I am within all of us. By seeing God in all of us, in all things, making new in our minds first this beautiful planet Earth, and then ushering it into fruition through our messy humanity. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'cause you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Okay, as the ushers prepare, this is our conscious time of participating in the law of circulation. So if you'll take your gift or your tithe in hand, and just know with me that this gift is an acknowledgement of my blessings that are unlimited and boundless. And in participating in the law of circulation, it is showing my faith in the continued giving and receiving of the allness of the One. And our affirmation: I am aligned with the energy of wealth and abundance.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Now turn to a neighbor here and sing this to them, or sing to your neighbor at home interconsciously. Here we go. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Now sing to someone who challenges you. There they are. Hello, God. There they are. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
Now let's sing to the world. You are the face of God.
Face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
Now let's sing to our fears, to our doubts, and issues of our body. There they are. It's all okay. Life is safe. You are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
Now let's sing to our heart and all our emotions, negative and positive. You are the face of God.
Face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
Part of me.
You are the face of God.
Face of God.
And now let's sing to our mind and all our thoughts, negative and positive. It's all good, as they say. You are the face of God.
Face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my
of the one source. You are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face of God. Face of God.
And these gifts are blessed, gratefully received, as they go forth, giving and receiving for the betterment, for the expanded awareness, for the oneness of our community and our world. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you again, Lou. So I'd just like to welcome anyone who is here for the first time. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Life Sunday services outside. If you have questions, Tamara will be around. She also can take a debit or credit card. She'll be carrying her little square around if you would like to choose to tithe with your card instead of a check or cash. She can do that. She can also answer questions that you may have about our center. So thank you, Tamara, so much for your service to the center. Which has been incredible over the years, so thank you so much. Also, there are prayer request forms on the table behind the sign. Lou mentioned that just briefly a little bit earlier. I'm going to just press a little bit more to use those prayer request forms for yourself or your friends or the world or for someone that challenges you. Use those prayer request forms. Put the good that you are seeking on the prayer request form. Lou, her service has been so gracious to us, especially, I mean, the whole time, but especially during this time, she is taking all of those and she will put those into her personal prayer time and pray on those requests for you. So please do that. Thank you, Lou, so much for your service as well. Okay, so it's time to get out your affirmations. Get your little piece of paper so you're not left behind. And so we have 5 affirmations on there. We're going to just read down the list. And again, if you can muster up as much excitement that these are true, it's the feeling that they're true that really causes the movement of the energy, okay? So think about these, look at them a little bit, think about them before we say them. We're just gonna say them 1 to 5 all the way down. Next week we end our series of Life in the Slow Lane with W. I'm just going to put this out here. W is for wonder. We'll be talking about, we'll have a little bit of fun, talking about some childlikeness. So if you want to come in your funness and your childlikeness, whatever that means to you, show up. You never know what's going to happen, right? That was a laugh. Okay, so here we go, 1 through 5, all the way down, so I can hear you. Here we go.
I have everything I need within me. I am centered and strong. I am steady and aware. I am joyful and wise. I am enjoying the journey, and so it is.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time.
right time.
I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
All right, let's hear that last affirmation. You got it on your page. Let's hear it. Wait.
Life